Time again for Behind the Law with Dennis Vetrano. Welcome back, Dennis.
Good to see you, Joe.
So someone comes in to see you. Someone else handled their divorce. Let's say that.
Yeah.
And it's not working out the way they thought. The other party is not keeping up with what they promised. It's something wrong here. They come in to sit down with you. What do you tell them?
Well, I think when they come in for those, we call those post-judgment consultations. And I have to be honest with you, that's one of the themes we're seeing right now. Part of it is buyer's remorse, where mistakes were made. They gave up things they didn't want to give up or they shouldn't have given up, and they want to see if we can fix it. Or those circumstances where people are non-compliant with the order and they want to follow through and file, get the order enforced and maybe get attorney's fees. And look, with the violations, if somebody, it's a contract now. If you did a divorce agreement and then you did a judgment of divorce, that basically mimics that divorce agreement, which is typically how it's done. In those sorts of cases, if you have that and they're non-compliant, that's simple. We can do a violation, we can do an enforcement, and 99% of the time, really, you should be able to insist on some level of attorney's fees there. At least make an application for them. And many times those are granted. In our situations, most of the time they're granted. Now, the buyer's remorse situation, we get back to what I said before. Look, be patient. Try to keep your emotions down when you're in the middle of the divorce process. Am I saying that you need to insist on every last penny from the other side? No, I am not. But I'm saying you need to insist on what's fair. In our cases, listen, I don't like rubber stamping clients agreeing to something that's not fair, because I know in handling thousands of divorce cases over the past 2 decades, I will guarantee you'll come back into our office 5 years, 10 years from now and say, Dennis, why'd you let me agree to that? And you know what? You'd be right. That's why we don't do that. So look, take the time to hire the right lawyer, get ahead of the game and come in early. And then, look, you don't need to insist on every last penny, but insist on what is fair and take the time and investment of money necessary to get you there. That's my advice in a nutshell.
To find out more about Dennis and his firm, please visit that website.
Yes, drvetranolaw.com. And again, you'll get a lot of questions answered just by taking a look at the website.
Dennis, good to see you.
Good to see you, Joe.